Back on the farm. Today we're going to be sawing lumber. This is yellow southern pine. We've got in this stack you're going to see black pine, maybe a few loblollies, and mostly Virginia pines. This stack of logs, they were cut December and January where the sap was low on these pine trees. And we're going to basically mill these up to 1x8s and 1x6s, along with some 2x4s. These are going to be leveraged for some structures on the farm, but yeah, let's get on with it. We've got individual coming in today with a Woodmizer LT40, which is a great saw. It's very durable and very flexible. You can do a lot of things with it. So we're going to saw up these pines today, and we'll watch him do a little bit of sawing. We'll go from there. Here he's taking off the slab, and obviously he'll make another cut or two, or he'll turn the log. He's going to turn the log. You'll see here where he's going to get that last slab off the top before he starts cutting the boards. Of course, I hate it when I say one thing and something else happens. He's actually going to go ahead and start cutting some boards and come back and take that other piece off later. Excellent saw here. We cut for a little over 7 hours machine time and did 1,834 board feet in that time, which is not what they market or advertise by Woodmizer, but certainly that's a pretty good production rate. As you can see here, this machine's kind of going on its own. It's got all the controls and everything automatic, as you might expect for a higher-end Woodmizer. Great machine. Did really well. We're going to do a couple more cuttings in June. We're gonna timber some more pine, some black walnut, and a white oak that I cut this past winter. So this gentleman will be back to saw more wood, and I'm going to try to get more video of him sawing, especially that walnut tree that we've taken off the farm. It's a beautiful tree, and I think people will be excited about seeing the outcome of that particular tree. Each of the logs in the background I sawed this winter pretty much on my own. Couldn't get Jack to volunteer. My dad certainly didn't want to be out there in the cold. So I sawed all the trees and drug them this winter to get them ready for this, to basically get this lumber ready for the outbuildings. And hopefully, if some of this lumber ends up being nice enough, which I hope it is, we're going to use some of it on a new home we're going to build on the farm. And another thing we may do is do some timber framing. I'm heading up to Connecticut and this week actually to take a timber framing class, and I'm going to leverage some of that knowledge when I get back to do a timber framing structure, garage, and possibly part of the home would be timber framed, leveraging some of the wood from the farm. So pretty exciting stuff going on, and we're going to video us building that structure and doing the timber framing, and you guys can watch. And if you already know about timber framing, great. If you don't, you can learn as we start working on the home, and you can obviously learn from the things that we do right and learn from the things that I'm sure we're going to do wrong. This particular, the LT40, I think this machine runs around 31,000. Don't hold me to that, but it's all totally hydraulics. You don't have to, you can turn it if you want to, but you don't have to. The machine has a claw. It also has hydraulic toe boards to level the log. So it's got everything on there that you need to cut timber without having to stress your body or get fatigued throughout the day. The boards, in the background you see the logs. These boards, we were using the John Deere 5410. I was loading the logs over to the side of this machine, and it has a hydraulic lift. You can see that, I'm pointing to it, so you can't see me pointing, but you can see the hydraulic lift there at the bottom of the screen. It'll literally lift any log that I've cut, put it on the machine with no problem at all. That allows him then from there to use his claw to turn it, to get it in the right angle, and then use his toe boards to lift it to get it balanced and level, and then start sawing. So pretty ideal machine. There's the 5410 in the background. Well, now after we brought the logs over, we're actually leveraging that machine to put the cut lumber on, and then moving it over to the pole barn in the background to keep it stored and dried and get plenty of air through there to get it dry quickly. And then ultimately the key to making sure you're successful in drying your timber is making sure you have a good platform or structure. I'm not sure I videoed much of that, but make sure that you've got it level. And your stickers, please use your stickers and use them close. I like to use them 3 to 4 feet apart, keep the wood from bending and warping. And hopefully we'll get some shots of that in just a minute of how we stacked the lumber. Almost forgot, we also sawed a few 2x4s today as we were sawing. So again, good day. 1,834 feet on the Woodmizer LT40. Here's a shot of the lumber that we actually milled today. Again, 1,834 feet, I believe. And again, that's a pretty good day. Again, you can see the stickers that I'm talking about. Make sure you keep them nice and straight and in line. You don't want to have your lumber drying with bows in it. You don't want it warping. So it's important to keep it that way. You'll see that there's some shorter boards and longer boards. Another important thing that we did is every time the board doesn't go the whole way, I double up the stickers to keep it all equal, so you still got stress points throughout the pile of lumber, so everything stays nice and tight. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you on the next video.